One more time, point the toe down. One more time, pull the toe back. So as the toe comes back, you're going to inhale, lift up nice and tall. As you exhale, we're going to hinge and fold right over the right leg. So we're kind of just reaching down for the leg. Your hands might rest up on your thigh. They might rest up on the knee. They might be able to reach the toe. Try to keep the spine long. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feeling the lengthening of the hamstring. You're just noticing how that is. Good. As you inhale, start to rise. We're going to bring our hands underneath that right leg and lift the right leg up. Let the right leg just kind of dangle down. We just start to do a little ankle rotations. Those ankle rotations, we're just going to turn the ankle in one direction. Nice. And then roll the ankle in the other direction. Awesome. Now let's take hold of our knee and hug the knee in towards our chest. So give me that big, big hug, big squeeze. Love to warm up our hip first, so we're going to go into those hip rotations. So the knee comes out to the side, comes down and around back in. So think of it like you're getting in or out of a car. We need to be able to get the leg up and out to get out of our car. We need to be able to bring that leg back in to get into the car. So moving in a big circle, gently releasing. And then hug the knee in one more time. And we're going to go in the opposite direction. So pull it in and back out. Good. So we're just taking that knee circle the other direction. Somebody asked me once, are these supposed to be easy? Of course not. Nothing's easy. One more. Good. Hug your knee in towards your chest. We're going to take that right ankle, cross it over the left knee. I want you to pull your toes back so we really engage the foot, so we're flexing the toe. As you flex the toe, that kind of helps to keep our knee protected. Right hand inside the knee, gently press out. If you need a little extra more, you're going to inhale for length and exhale, bring the heart down closer towards the leg. As you fold forward, you get more sensation into the hip. And you're doing what you can here, right? Always the best that you can. Couple breaths here. One more. Good. As you inhale, slowly come on up. Take the right leg, extend it out. So push out through the heel. We want to lengthen the leg out. We want to try to hold it up without letting it fall. Keep the spine long. A lot of hip flexor work here, a lot of quad work. Feel your leg, feel your body. And then exhale, release the leg down. Beautiful. Other side, left leg's going to straighten. As the left leg comes out long, the heel's on the earth. Gentle point and flex of that left toe. So we're going to inhale, point the toe. Exhale, flex the toe, pull it back. Inhale, point the toe. And exhale, flex. Good. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Pull the toe back. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. And then as you exhale here, we're going to fold over that left leg. Good. So start to really feel that opening in the back of the left leg. Notice the sensation. Notice how it feels. Let me go closer to check on you guys. As you inhale, come on up. Hammock underneath the left leg. Let's lift the left leg up. Going into our little ankle rotation. So again, moving the ankle in one direction. And then moving it in the other direction. So referring these to as our warm-up. She's getting the body ready. Movement later to help support us. Hug the knee in. Hip circle with the left leg. The knee's going to come out to the side, down and around, back in, and back up. Some big hip rotations. Moving the hip in one direction. So you want to feel that femur, the top of the femur, the head of the femur rolling inside the hip socket. That's helping to create the synovial fluid, which allows the joint to move smoother with more ease. Good. Hug the knee in. We're going to go the other direction, so bring it in and then back out. Good. Very good. Boy, I also realized how backlit I am in this place. This is not good. Hold the knee in towards your chest. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Left knee comes out to the side. Good. Little gentle press into the thigh or into the knee, or just above the knee actually. Left toe is flexed. Inhale, lift up for length. That might be enough for you. You need a little extra, you fold in. As you fold in, you feel a little bit more sensation into your hip. So again, we're just noticing the difference in how we are from one side to the other. One side may be different. Most likely it is. And if it's different, just notice that difference. Be okay with it. Good. As you inhale, slowly come back up. Let's take that left leg, extend it, reach it out. So pressing through the heel, leg is straight, spine is tall, low belly is firm. Breathe in, breathe out. Hip flexors lifting the leg, quadricep working, breathing. And exhale, release the left foot down to the earth. Good. Let's inhale here, reach the arms up overhead, lift the gaze. As you exhale, hinge and fold forward over the legs one more time. We're going to go into a little rotation from here. So I'm going to do the opposite you guys are doing. So it looks like I'm going the same way. So I want you to take your left arm, bring it right across your thigh, right across your knees. So the elbow's resting on the left knee, the hand's resting on the right knee. Your right hand's going to come onto your right hip. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Then as you exhale, start to rotate and turn to the right. If this feels good for you, you can take the right arm and reach it up to the sky and try to open a little bit more, creating more of a rotation into your spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Be with the space. Notice how it feels. Good. Exhale, we're going to lower the right hand down. We're going to switch arms. Right arm comes across the legs. Left arm comes to the left hip. Extend the spine through your inhale, so reach through the crown of the head, tailbone back. And then exhale, slowly start to open up to the left. So remember, hand can stand hip. You can rotate this way. If that feels okay for your body, for your shoulder, you can add the left arm and reach it up. You guys look great out there in Zoom land. Exhale, release the arm and bring it down. Inhale, lift up. Awesome. One more movement for our spine. You know how much I love that axial rotation. Those of you who taken classes with me before. So we're going to bring our legs out open a little wider. This is also prepping us for some work we're going to do later today. Hands are going to come on the knees. We're going to bring the heart forward. Then we're going to just start to kind of roll our body in a circular motion around the axis of the spine. So you need to really be at the edge of the seat so that you can lean your body back. Oh, and feel that big rotation of the spine. Always what I refer to as that sneaky core work, because we don't notice the core really working here, but the core has to work to keep us in state, keep us steady. Always remember that circle can be as big or as small as you need it to be. One more big one here. Coming forward, reverse your direction. So now I'm going to go to the left and then back around. Big rotational movements to breathe in, breathe out. Be with how we are today. Maybe one or two more here. It feels so good. I can never stop once I start. Good. And then come back down to center and lift yourself up nice and tall. Very good. Awesome. All right, we're going to come up to standing. If you want to do standing postures today, we're going to go to standing. We're going to do some warrior poses from standing, but then we're going to go into our goddess pose. You may not know that one. You might want your chair available to you. If you want to stay seated the entire time, that's completely fine. I will walk you through all of those variations if we need it to be that way. Okay? First thing I need to do is drink my coffee. Always. Then I'm going to turn my mat a little bit. I want to turn my mat so you guys can get a better vision of me. Right. Make my mat dirty. All right. So we are going to start from a standing downward facing dog. Just because it's a great position to be in. If you're on the chair, if you're still seated, you can stay seated in the chair. If you have something in front of you, reach out for that something. Okay, if you're standing, hands on the chair, step your feet back. Soften the knees, draw the hips back. Bring the heart down towards the mat. So kind of bringing our ears in line with our arms. Relax the shoulders down the back. So one more breath here. And now I want you to try something different. I want you to try to look underneath your right arm. So as you look under your right arm, the left knee slightly bends. Kind of go into both hands stay on the chair. You're just turning and looking. Good. Now let's try the other way. We're going to just turn a little bit to the left. So looking under the left arm. And then come back to center and start to walk your feet back forward. Good. So now here comes the tricky part. We're going to go into some lunging here. If you need to be in the chair seated for your lunging, go ahead and sit. I will be with you in a moment. I'm going to set up the standing folks first. Then I'm going to come up to the seated, okay? All right. So for standing posture, take a big step back with the left foot. Left toe turns in, you're going to lunge into the right knee. Want your hips to face forward. And then inhale, reach the arms overhead. Really steady the legs, press down through the legs, engage the low belly. Keep yourself nice and strong, shoulders are on the back. If you're lunging in the chair, your right leg is over the seat. Your left knee can be pointing down towards the floor. It can be reaching out a little bit as well. And then from here, you'll inhale, lift the arms overhead. Good. I'm just going to look at everybody. Wonderful. Warrior one. You guys look amazing. You can always have one hand on the chair. Don't ever feel like you have to have both hands off the chair. Good. Good. From standing, you're going to inhale, open up to warrior two. So the arms are going to part. Open wide to a T, the chest and the pelvis turn open to the side of the mat. Sometimes it's called side facing warrior. Arms are reaching over the legs. We're going to look over the right arm, right fingertips. Spine stays long. If you're in the chair, the movement is to turn the hips forward. But that left leg, I don't want you to torque your knee, so I want you to straighten the leg out and bring yourself here. Or, if you can be here. So this way, or this way. Just don't keep the knee down and turn your body. It doesn't work well on your knee. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Good. From standing, release the hands, straighten the right leg, and just turn your whole body sideways. So your whole body might be facing the camera, it might be have a chair in front of you, the chair in front of you is fine. If you're seated, same thing. You're just gonna come forward with the legs open wide like we did on the axial rotation. Belly in, the tailbone is slightly tucked. I want you to sink your hips straight down. So as you come down, I want your knees to track out towards the toes. Yeah. You should feel it right here in the inner thigh. Yes. So if your knees are coming forward, you need to pull the hips back. Tuck the tailbone a little bit more. We're all going to add arms here. So the arms are going to come up, the elbow's going to come up to about shoulder height. Fingertips are going to point to the sky. Palms can face in or out. Good, breathe in here. Notice how that feels. From standing, from seated, just hold this position. Work on really holding yourself and steadying your body. From standing, see if you can inhale, straighten the legs. Maybe reach the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, sink back down. From seated, you might add the arms here. Inhale, reach up, legs straight. Exhale, sink right back down. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach up. From here, exhale, float the arms down. Bring your toes to face forward. Hands on your hips. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, hinge at the hips and come forward. So we're going into a forward fold with the legs wide. You might rest your hands on your chair if your chair is in front of you. If you can reach the floor or reach a block, you might come down to your block. Yeah? Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. You guys look good. Good. Let's bring our hands on our hips here. Soften the knees. Inhale, lift your head up. Make sure you're not dizzy before you stand all the way up. And then come up the rest of the way. Beautiful. And then let's bring the feet together. Awesome. So we're going to repeat the same thing to the other side. I'm just switching the mat side that I'm facing so that my back isn't to you. All right, so now we're going to take a big inhale, step back with the right foot. The heel comes down to the floor. Lunge into the left knee, the hips square forward. Once you're steady, we're going to inhale, arms are going to reach up, we're going to gaze up. Remember, from the chair, you're sitting sideways on the chair. Left leg is supported by the chair, right knee might be pointing down, or right leg might be extended back. One hand can always be on the chair, hand can reach up. Double check. Yes. There you go, guys, great. Here's our transition to warrior two. So if you're gonna inhale, open up the arms to a T, turning the body. If you're on the chair, bring your right foot or your right knee in line with your hips so it comes straight out. Or again, that leg is straight, but make sure you're not bending the knee and then turning your body because that's not good for the knee. Gaze goes to the left. nice and tall. Keep the spine long. Keep your body rooted. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Good. Good. Exhale, release the arms. We're going to turn open to our warrior or our goddess pose again. So if you're seated, you're going to turn the face forward, both knees out to the side, both toes out to the side. If you're standing, same thing. We're opened up to the side, the toes are opened a little bit, so that whatever's comfortable for your balance. You may want a chair nearby for this next move if you're standing. This one can get a little tricky on our balance. Belly's gonna come in, tailbone's gonna tuck. Exhale, sink the hips down. Knees track out, not in. Elbows come up, palms face in or out, fingertips to the sky. Feel your shoulder blades pull onto the back. Good. Breathe here for just a moment. We're gonna add some fun. We love adding fun. So inhale, lift your right heel off the floor. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, the left heel lifts. Exhale, lower it down. Let's try the right again. Inhale, the right heel lifts. Exhale, down. Hand can always be on the chair. Inhale, the left heel. Exhale, down. Next inhale, we're going to try to lift both heels up at the same time. Try to lift both heels. See if you can balance here. Just for a couple breaths. Good. Exhale, release down. Toe the feet so that they're parallel again. Hands on the hips. Take that standing forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge, fold forward. Again, hands can rest on your chair. Hands can come to the floor or to blocks. Hands can hold on to your legs or your feet. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Hands to the hips if you can, or back on your chair. Soften your knees. Inhale up halfway. Pick your head up. Again, we want to make sure that we get that blood back into our circulation so we're not dizzy. And then bring yourself up to standing. And then we close the pose, bringing the legs back together. Awesome. Great job, guys. How are we feeling? We're feeling great, Deb. Thanks for asking, right? All right. We're going to go ahead and come. Everybody should be standing here. We're going to go into a couple balance postures. Actually, one balance posture. Because balance is so fun. So I like to have a chair close by for balance or a wall. Today we're going to do our hand to knee pose. So chair is going to be, your wall will be on the left side of our body. Hands can also be on hip. They don't have to hold on to a chair. Remember, if you're at the chair or the wall, no death grips, okay? When we death grip the chair or press into the wall really hard, we're taking that movement out of our balance and bringing it into the arm. I want this to happen more than this. This is just here for some support. So left hand holds onto the chair or the wall gently. Belly is firm, low belly is firm. Right hand's gonna reach out. Steady your body. And then as you inhale, I want you to lift your right knee up. As the right knee up comes up, place your right hand on the knee. If you have a strap can come around the bottom of the foot instead. See how you're feeling here. Find your drishti, your gaze. If you're able to, see if you can bring the right knee out to the right side. If the knee comes out to the right side, can you turn your head? If you fall out, it's okay, just come right back. Good, inhale, everything comes back through center. Exhale, release the right foot down. Lovely. Other side. We have another side to do. So this time I want the chair or the wall on my right side. We're going to root down through our feet, draw the belly in. Find your gaze. Left hand comes out. As you inhale, left leg lifts. Take hold of the left knee, the left shin. Roll your body tall. Good. Here's the movement. Slowly, if you can, see if you can take that left knee out to the left side. Maybe you can turn your head to the right. Good. Inhale, everything comes back to center. And release the left foot down. Yay! Good job, everybody. All right. Okay? Let's do a quick chair dog here. So inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold. Let's reach for that chair. Step the feet back. Bring the hips back. Soften the knees back into our chair dog. If you're by the wall, you can make this a wall dog. Hands can be on a wall. If you are comfortable going to the floor, this is where you can transition to the floor. So hands on your chair maybe. Step one knee down, then the other. Chair can move off to the side. If you prefer to be on the chair instead of the floor for any seated postures, you're welcome to stay in your chair. You will just do exactly what we're doing, but from the chair. All right, so we're down to seated. We'll go this way. Legs are straight out in front of us. We're gonna pull the flesh away from our sits bones. I like to bring my shoulders up and then pull the shoulders down the back, rest them on the floor. Engage the legs, point the toes up. So you're doing the exact same thing if you're in the chair. It's just your chair feet are out long in front of you. Maybe your feet are up on the Thank you for that feedback. It's because my microphone is facing the mat, not the computer. Good. We're going to go into our seated forward fold from here. So the firm belly inhale, reach the arms up overhead, lift your gaze, really extend the spine. As you exhale, you're going to hinge forward. So I want the hip hinge to come forward. I want the spine to stay long. Maybe the hands just rest on your legs. Maybe your hands come down to your thighs or your shins. Maybe you can reach your toes. There's no rule that says you have to reach your toes in yoga. You're going to what is right for you, for your body, and what you have today. If you have a strap, the strap can come around the bottom of the feet. You can hold the strap, that's perfectly fine. Good. You guys are fantastic. Good. As you inhale, come on up. I'm going to turn to face you guys now. Good. So now we're going to take our right leg. We're going to pull the right leg in. We're going to let the right knee fall out to the side. So if you're seated, you're just bending the knee and letting the leg fall out. You don't have to worry so much about it being touching the inside of your leg as if you were seated. From here, you're going to inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, hinge and fold over your left leg. So going into that same forward fold we did earlier, we're just folding over one leg instead of both legs, getting a little bit of hip opening on the right side. Good. One more breath. Inhale, come all the way back up. Bring your right foot to the floor. So if you're on the chair, we're just going to keep the right knee bent with the foot on the floor. If you're on the floor, you have an option to keep your foot here in line with your right hip, or pick the right foot up and cross it over the left leg. Just depends on how flexible you feel today, right? From here, we're going to inhale the right hand up. Exhale, the right hand comes behind the back. Inhale the left hand. Exhale, hug your right knee. Look over the shoulder. If you're seated, the left hand will come to the outside of your right knee. You'll just hold on to that knee as you twist and look over the right side. Good. So it looks like this if you're seated. You should probably jump up. We're just right here. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm really backlit. I'm sorry, this is not a good location today. I will switch it next time. We'll make it better. Good. Inhale, come back forward, unwind, and we are going to switch our side. Switching our side means that we're going to take the right leg straight. Left knee is bent, and then let the left knee gently fall out. If I'm on the floor, the left foot rests against the inside of the right leg. Maybe a block underneath the knee to support. Inhale, lift up nice and tall, really lengthen. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Good. Everybody looks awesome. Good. As you inhale, slowly come on up. Bring your left foot to the floor. So left knee's pointing up. Again, if you're on the chair, you're going to stay here in this position. If you're on the floor, if you've crossed your left foot over the right before, do the same thing on this side so you're not uneven. Inhale the left hand up. Exhale, the left hand comes behind the back. Inhale the right hand. Exhale, hug your left knee, or right hand comes to left knee. Lift up tall through the spine. Turn the gaze over the left shoulder. As you inhale, come back to center. Good. If you're on the floor, go ahead, hug your knees into the chest. And if you're comfortable to do so, roll down onto your back. And then as you come down onto your back, I want you to hug your knees into your chest. If you're on the chair, I want you to roll over your legs. Just give your legs a little hug. We're going to just kind of rock into our low back a little bit here, just to bring in a little release. Good. Good. From here, everybody's going to bring their feet to the floor. So if you're on the floor, you're on your back. Your feet are hip width distance apart, as are your knees. If you're on the chair, you're going to kind of sit back in your chair, shoulders on the back of the chair, hips a little forward. Hands are going to come down next to your side. Good. I'm going to go on the floor from here.
I want you to draw your navel in. So pull the belly button in, press the low back down, feel your hips kind of tip as the low back presses down. So normally we just lift right up into bridge here. Today I want you to kind of do something a little different. I want you to push down through the right leg. And if you just push down into the right leg, are you able to pick your hips up? Just notice that. And then gently release the right leg. Same thing, I start to energize just the left leg, nothing else, just the left leg. Start to press down through the left leg and notice what happens. Are you able to lift your hips without using the right leg, just the left? And then exhale, gently release. Good, let's try both legs. Now we're gonna try both legs. Press down into both legs, belly button is really engaged. Tip the hips are tucked. Inhale, lift the hips up, coming into bridge. So if you're on the chair, your hips are kind of moving forward and then your hips are coming up. Or you're just going into that position. It looks like this if you're on the chair. Good. Exhale, let's lower the hips down to the earth. And we're gonna hug our knees into our chest again. So if you're on the chair, just roll over your legs and give them a hug. If you're on the floor, hug your knees really deep into your chest. Good. From the chair, I want you to sit up nice and tall. I want you to walk your feet over to the right side of the chair. If you're on the earth, if you're laying down on your back, open up your arms to a T. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, lower the knees to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Good. If you're on the chair, like I said, we've turned to the right side of the chair. You're just going to rotate to the back and hold on to the back of the chair from there and go into that rotation. So we're looking over the right shoulder if you're on the chair. Good. Good, good, good. Find your breath. Be steady. Good. As you inhale, everything comes back to center. So bring your body back to center, knees come back to center. As you exhale, you're going to go the other way. So if you're in the chair, walk your feet to the left side and then turn to the left, hold on to the back of the chair. If you're laying on the floor, the knees fall to the right and then turn your head to the left. Deepen the breath. Maybe start to lengthen into the exhale. Good. Good. As you inhale, come back through center. Give yourself another hug, another squeeze. Really roll and rock yourself in. Good. And then I want you to just take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, start to unfold. Unfold into your Shavasana, unfold into your rest. So whatever that might mean for you, you might be laying flat on the floor. The legs might stretch out. The arms might come down along the side. Your knees may stay bent because that keeps your hips neutral and it feels better for your back. In the chair, you might just be really leaning back on the chair like you're about to take a nap because you're sitting in your recliner. Try to relax deeply and fully here. Taking a deep, full breath in through your nose. Exhale, letting it go out through the mouth with a big sigh. Taking one more full breath in. One more exhale, let it go. Take rest. These next few moments are for stillness, for relaxation, for peace,
maybe even a little surrender. Good. Feel your feet soften, feel the legs release. Letting go of any tension you might be holding in the hips and the glutes. Releasing the low back, the mid back and the upper back. Softening into the shoulders, into the arms and into the hands. Letting the neck just be gentle and at ease. Softening through the face. Releasing the furrow in the brow. Being steady. Being in your place of stillness. Your place of rest. With a clear mind. Just a few more moments to be still. A few more moments to be at peace and to relax. Without any thoughts of the day that's about to come. Good. Maybe here, just start to feel our breath. Begin to deepen, begin to awaken. Just notice the naturalness of the breath as it starts to re-engage. Begin a little bit of movement into the fingers, into the toes, into the wrists and the ankles. If it feels right to you, the head can move from side to side, maybe even up and down. And then bring the legs together. Excuse me, reach the arms up overhead. Take a long, full body stretch from fingers to toes. Taking one more deep, full breath in. Hold it at the top. And then exhale, let it go out through the mouth. Big sigh. Good. Hug the knees in towards your chest. And start to make your way up to seated. So whatever that might mean for you, if sitting on the floor is what you'd like, sit on the floor. If you want to come back up into a chair, come back up into a chair. If you're already in your chair, just sit up nice and tall. And from here, we'll bring our hands to our heart center. So I thank you all for being here and for joining us with the Michigan Parkinson Foundation. This is such an amazing community. I apologize today if class is a little echoey. I'm going to switch rooms on Friday, so it's better quality sound for you. We'll end with Om Loka Samasta Sukhi No Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings be happy and free. May we be at peace. Namaste.